So, as you can tell from the thumbnail, part 2 of my manga wishlist are all titles from Go Nagai, the master of violence, horror, super robots, and ecchi. Beginning with number 6 is the super robot manga Shin Mazinger Zero. You may have heard of the recently released Shin Mazinger Z or Mazinger Edition Z The Impact, which this manga is based on. However, to be more precise, Shin Mazinger Zero is an alternate retelling of that anime version. The story follows Minerva X, who's been traveling through universes trying to find a way to stop the apocalypse caused by a rampant Mazinger Z. While I have not read much of Ken Ishikawa's Ghetto Robo, Shin Mazinger Zero is unlike any super robot series I've encountered. These greedy images are something the anime community needs to experience, especially when Shin Mazinger Zero feels on par with Go Nagai's original Devilman. This manga pulls no punches and the most fucked up things imaginable do happen. Everything is darker and tougher, especially Dr. Hell, who is portrayed as a manly anime villain. Plus, other Go Nagai characters make a few cameos, but as much as I praise this manga, there's a reason why I want it to be licensed. For starters, as of August 2015, there's only 18 chapters translated, and despite that small number, that's actually half the series. Shin Mazinger Zero is a total of 9 volumes and, so far, 4 volumes have been translated online. However, Shin Mazinger Zero is not as old as you think, as it started in 2009 and concluded in 2012. Furthermore, it also spawned a sequel. Out of all the Mazinger manga, this one may serve as a gateway for new fans to gain interest in Mazinger Z and other Go Nagai related material. From what I could gather, Go Nagai has little to do with this manga, as it's written and drawn by Tabata Yoshiaki and Yugo Yuki. And to my surprise, the author of Shin Mazinger Zero also wrote the manga for Young Blackjack. So, there might be some hope for the anime adaptation. Despite Go Nagai not being too involved in this manga, it is still a dark yet impactful story worthy of an official release. And number 5 is a manga that's rarely translated yet filled with mystery, being Violence Jack. As you know, the OVA series have an infamous reputation of being exploited horror, but the manga does have a more presentable approach when it comes to storytelling. The series consists of many episodic yet short story arcs, each following different characters who encounter Violence Jack. The setting is in Japan, which has been struck by an earthquake, resulting for people to become chaotic and fighting for resources. And since this is a Go Nagai series, plenty of sick fucks are also running amok, taking glee in murder, theft, and violation. While a few chapters have been released online, there's a lot of content that's yet to be touched. Part of the appeal of the Violence Jack manga is the mystery of Violence Jack's motives, but also includes many appearances of other Go Nagai characters, and it supposedly ties in with the Devilman storyline. It seems the more Go Nagai series you know, the more enjoyable Violence Jack becomes. Curiosity is what invests me to continue reading this gruesome tale, but there always seems to be some confusion on certain order of events. From what I heard online, much of the manga has been republished on more than one occasion, to the point where some chapters are potentially out of order or at least made ambiguous. It's possible there really isn't a timeline in Violence Jack, and it's just an anthology of horror stories. While I can't say for sure it's a good story, it is definitely a manga that appeals to me. Actually, regarding my previous sentence, Violence Jack's greatest appeal could be that it is a horror anthology, featuring Go Nagai's signature characters, writing and art, being utilized in an episodic fashion similar to horror comics from the 1940s to the 1970s. At number 4, we're having a 2-for-1 deal, being the 1972 Devilman and the 1997 Devilman Lady. I already spoke of the original Devilman many times, and I will continue to do so until it either gets a complete anime or a licensed release. I don't think it's a stretch to say Devilman is a horror masterpiece, and is arguably Go Nagai's best story. It essentially deals with anti-war while utilizing elements from real-life events such as the Vietnam Draft and the Salem Witch Trials. Despite being a shonen series, Devilman pushes the boundaries with his horrifying visuals, grief-stricken characters, and its tragic yet powerful ending. For more information, you could just watch my review or the other related videos in my Devilman Anthology playlist. If there is one story that acts as a sequel to Devilman, that manga is Devilman Lady. Jun Fudo is Devilman Lady, whose hellish quest is to slay the Devil Beast and protect her students. As the series progresses, it gradually turns into a murky view of justice and heroism. Basically, Devilman Lady can be compared to the quote, "Who watches the Watchman?" or "Who watches the Guardsman?" as many characters who are supposed to be heroes aren't fit for the role. Due to various demonic influences, the world is set for Armageddon, with a never-ending battle with demons. Following the footsteps of the original Devilman, Devilman Lady attempts her best to control her sins of lust and murder. The series is heavy in sexual content to the point where it's even more explicit than Kentaro Miura's Berserk. I assure you, nothing is as vile or grotesque than reading Devilman Lady. Despite starring a very good leading lady, the series can be found offensive to the opposite sex. Let's just say if this manga does get released, it needs to be wrapped up like the Berserk volumes. While Devilman showcases Go Nagai's skill in writing, Devilman Lady presents the very best of Go Nagai's illustrations. Many color pages are worthy of being displayed in an art book. Furthermore, the interpretation of Hell probably features Go Nagai's best panels in his career as a mangaka. Devilman also returns looking incredibly bold yet demonic at the same time. As much as I like the various morality scenarios of Devilman Lady, it does have one fatal flaw, being the ending of the story. It's one of those endings that could have easily gone in a different direction, and I'm left clueless as to why Go Nagai chose a particular conclusion. In my opinion, the series should have ended halfway, but as a whole, it's still a good yet explicit story. If we can have a series like Berserk being sold on bookshelves, I don't see why Devilman and Devilman Lady can't do the same. I guarantee you, the story of Devilman and Devilman Lady is just as good, if not better than Berserk.